So this might sound very funny, but it's true. Every weather you're looking for in the world is actually in Kenya. If you're looking for snow, you find in Kenya. You're looking for hot weather, you find in Kenya. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw my video. I'm so glad to have you here. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't already, and please do like this video and share with your friends if possible. Please do. There's this particular thing about Kenya. I've received countless questions about Kenya. I'm going to be taking them one after the other, but for today, I'm just going to be answering this question. Why are you guys obsessed about Kenya? Why? Okay, guys, sit down, take your popcorn, take a chill pill, and let's dive right into the video. Hey, guys. Hey, my loves. So, number one reason why people love Kenya a lot is the fact that the people, when you come into the place, you kind of feel welcomed. You kind of feel like you are home. That there's just a lot of vibe, especially when you're coming from West Africa, because we have a lot of vibe back home in Nigeria. Forget it. When you're talking about vibe, forget it. Nigerians have a lot of vibe, right? So when you come into Kenya, you just feel the same energy, sort of, right? Everybody is vibing with you. Everybody wants to know you. Everybody wants to understand who you are. In fact, whenever I say a word, they already know I'm a Nigerian, and they're like, oh, I love Nigeria. Then they're telling you about Nigerian movie, Nigerian music. Some of them will ask me, do you know Nkemowo? And I'm like, do I have to know Nkemowo? Right? So there's just this thing about the people. They're welcoming. They're always ready to direct you to the right direction, to the right place. If you're asking for directions, people are always there to help. Okay, I think it's everywhere in Kenya, right? So I lived in Mombasa majorly, but I traveled to Nairobi, and I stayed about 10-11 days in Nairobi, and trust me, I still got the same vibe that I got back home back then when I was living in Mombasa. So I think it has to do with the people. They're welcoming, they're just loving, they're lovable. Let me use my husband's word. So you always say that people are lovable. So I feel that lovable, right? They're just there for you. They're just there to help. Okay, so there's this scenario when I was in Kenya and I was looking for someone that can help me to wash, wash, clean the house and all of that, because I had a toddler at the time, right? And I needed that help. And trust me, people were just there to help. They were always telling me, oh, I have somebody, this, that. And when they come, they'll do the job with all their heart, okay, and make sure that your house is clean enough. And that was the experience I have. I'm saying this is my honest opinion, okay? So that's for number one. Number two is that cost of living is not so expensive in Nairobi. In Kenya, let me just say, cost of living is not so expensive in Kenya. So let's say if you're coming from the Western world, because you've earned in high currency, right? Spending in Kenya will not really be a problem for you. You'll be like, okay, I think it's just normal, okay? Then also coming from Nigeria, depending on where you were living in Nigeria, the house rent in Nigeria, if I calculate how much I pay back home in Nigeria in a year, then I divide it by months, okay? I think it's almost the same rent I was paying monthly basis in Mombasa, where I lived at the time, right? Even though it was like a self-contained apartment, but back home in Nigeria it was a bigger apartment, but it was almost the same amount, right? And I didn't really feel that much, okay? So cost of living wasn't so high for me, okay? I don't know about now, but the last time I traveled also, I think it was almost the same. Things were expensive, but it's not just Kenya that is experiencing the whole recession thing, so it's everywhere. So I think cost of living is relatively not so expensive, yeah. So that's what I have to say, okay? Then electricity was also very great, okay? It was not so expensive. I remember one of my neighbor was using, I think, 500 or 300 in a whole month, okay? And sometimes she owns her fridge. So the electricity was not so high. I don't know about now. So Kenyans in the room, let me know in the comment section, what's the electricity like right now? So let us know in the comments. I really want to learn. There's places for you to buy food, buy fresh fruits. Fruit was just my major, like the way they love fruit. I think Kenya made me to love fruits a lot, right? Kenya made me to love fruit, seriously, because I go to a restaurant to buy something, to buy a food. I remember one time I was buying this thing that looks like pepper soup but does not have pepper, but it was a soup, okay, and I had to eat it with, I think I had to eat it with rice, okay. Then they added avocado for me and banana, and I was wondering what I was going to use those fruit to do, okay. But in the restaurant, I saw people eating with those things, okay, together with the rice and all of that. So people got used to, the fruits are so very affordable in Kenya, like everywhere. And you can buy like a piece of banana, even though in Rwanda we also buy like a piece of banana, right? But you can buy like a piece of banana, you can buy everything like in one, okay? So cost of living wasn't so high. For me, I think everything was relatively low on a budget, especially when you're on a budget, you know how to calculate everything, right? Third reason why I think they love Kenya is the recreational activities that is in Kenya. There's just a lot of recreational activities. So it depends on where you live. Even when you live in Nairobi, there are just so many things you can do in Nairobi. You can decide to go to different places, there are different things. It was in Nairobi that I went to this particular place. To go and see the giraffe center. I went to giraffe center in Nairobi. There are just so many things you can do in Nairobi. Then when you come to the coastal region of Kenya, there is just so many things for you to also do. You can visit the beach in Mombasa. That's where you have to see the Mamba village. You can visit the old oh my god, I've forgotten these places, right? Then you have the beach, you have so many things to visit, right? So there are just so many things to do in Kenya, okay? And it's also a good place for safari, okay? If you really want to see animal like in their natural environment in a city center, then in Nairobi you're going to be seeing them. They're not in the village, they're actually situated in the city center of Kenya. That's in Nairobi, right? So everything just so easy. So then they also take the culture very seriously, right? There's just so many things for you to do. You can go to the Maasai Villa and see what's happening there for yourself. There's just so many fun activities. If you're someone who is going for adventure, okay, or you love to stay in a city where there are a lot of adventure, or there are just so many things to do, then Nairobi, or in fact Kenya, it is for you. Then the fourth thing, maybe that's where I'm going to stop for today, because I don't want this video to be so long. The fourth thing that you might want to think about, or why reason why people are coming to Kenya, is the development that is happening in Kenya on a daily basis. Like, there's just so many development. You see the roads. The last time I went to Kenya, that was a few months ago, and I saw the road in Nairobi the construction was just so mad. Like, if you're coming from the airport and you're coming into town, you're going to Thika Road, all of those places are just so developed. The roads are well, they're well built, okay? So they're doing everything very possible to make sure that Kenya is a place for everyone to stay. And another thing you want to also know is that it's a developing hub for tech, okay? So a lot of people, when you're thinking about, oh, where should I move to in East Africa, then tech, especially when you're into tech, you're into freelancing and all of that, then you might want to consider Kenya, because they just have everything that you're looking for, right? Then there's a community of tech people, there's a community of content creators. There are just so many communities for you to join, people who are already doing well. See, when it has to do with content creation, no, leave it for Kenyans. Because the last time I went to Nairobi, right, I saw on the street of Nairobi why people are placing their things to do their content, right, on the road. And that's the first time I'm just seeing such a thing in any African country. People come to do content on the street, and you can collaborate with other content creators, right? There you can get to meet people you've been seeing on YouTube that you not even know that you can meet them on a daily basis. You can meet them there, you see. Okay, collaborating with people was so easy. So I think these are some of the reasons why a lot of foreigners. Then wait, I think I should mention this part, right? Then people who want to also retire, you meet them in the coastal region of Kenya, like a lot of them. I remember one time I asked a question in one of the Kenyan group I belong to, and I asked them, okay, between Nairobi and living in Mombasa, which do you prefer? A lot of people told me that if you want like a very soft life, then Mombasa it is. Then if you want a very loud life, then you can go to Nairobi, okay? That's just it. And these people, some of them are retirees who has decided to migrate to Africa to live. Some of them are from Europe, from America, Asia, and they're all living in Kenya, okay? Because it's a welcoming place. It's a place that gives you all the vibes that you're looking for, no matter what kind of vibe you want, okay? If you want the very life kind of vibe, you can find such people in different parts of Kenya. So this might sound very funny, but it's true. Every weather you're looking for in the world is actually in Kenya. If you're looking for snow, you find in Kenya. You're looking for hot weather, you find in Kenya. That no matter what vibe you're looking for, no matter what you're looking for, you're going to find it in Kenya, okay? So you guys, let me know in the comment section what other things are the reasons why a lot of foreigners prefer to come to Kenya to live around East Africa, let me know in the comment section. I would really love to hear from you. I hope this video inspires you to look for an African country today and move to, because yeah, of course, move to Africa or probably visit Africa. Africa is a great place, great continent for you to move, and Kenya also is a great nation that you might want to explore. Okay, this is summer season, and that's why I'm bringing you all the juices about moving to Africa or exploring Africa in summer. And I look forward to having you on my next video. If you have not subscribed, this is the best time for you to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let's be friends. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye guys.